Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are back on the milking every quiz Hugequiz has to offer, and we are going to do U.S. place coverage. Now, for the keen viewers of my channel, you will know I have done something very similar, but this time I've been challenged and kind of called out that I take all of my quizzes on beginner. So here we're going to halve the radius and go right to intermediate. So we're taking 100 miles and cutting it down to 50. Let's see how much time we get here. We get 45 minutes. Hopefully I won't need all of that. For 21,000 cities. Let's jump right in. I'm going to start with just naming bulk as many as I can, and then go in here and fill in a lot of the gaps. So let's start with presidents and historical figures. So let's do Franklin, Washington, Adams. You guys know the drill. I do this for most of them just to fill stuff in. So Jefferson, Madison. We have a Jefferson City and Jeffersonville as well. We did Madison, Monroe. Is there a Quincy maybe? Tyler, Taylor, Polk, Lincoln. Then there's like, what other named after people? There's probably a Boone, Daniel Boone. There's some Carsons and some Carson cities. We have Dallas and Austin and Houston. And then I'm trying to think any other notable American presidents or leaders. I know we have some Clintons not named after President Clinton, but I think George Clinton. We're going to have... You know what? That's good for me. Maybe some Pierces. Yeah. Ooh, I do know there's some McKinleys. Okay. And then, so that's pretty good coverage right off the bat. The challenging part isn't the bulk of it. The challenging part is filling in those gaps. So we did presidents. Let's do kings. So we have like George, Georgetown, St. George, St. George's, Georges. No, okay. St. John, St. John's. We're going to have like Johnstown, Jamestown, St. James maybe. We have St. Peter, St. Peter's, and St. Petersburg. We're going to have, what else is there? There's Elizabethton, and Elizabethtown. I've been to an Elizabethtown in Kentucky and Elizabethton in Indiana. I think that covers the queens and kings. There might be a Victoria. And then I wonder, maybe, I don't think there'll be any Alberts. There apparently was. Maybe a Richard, but I don't know how they'd make that a town name. Okay, let's do European capitals now. We're going to have London, Paris, Athens, Rome, Madrid potentially, Barcelona. No, we have some Dublins. I live not too far from Dublin. We're going to have maybe some Belfast, maybe some Derrys. Let's just do British cities while we're here. York, Newcastle, like Leeds. I'm sure we have a Liverpool somewhere. Ooh, back thinking capitals again. I know we have some Moscows and some Berlins. We have other Italian cities too. Florence, Naples. There's a big Naples, Florida. I've been there a few times. Maybe a Milan. Other cities in Europe. Probably an Oslo here or there. A Stockholm. Yeah. And then let's do common American city names. Right off the bat, I'm thinking Springfield, Dayton, Cleveland. We have Cincinnati. I can't name Cleveland without naming Cincinnati. We have Columbus, the 3 C's of Ohio. And we already have quite a few states completed. We have 6 states completed. And now I think it's time to zoom in and start filling in gaps. So up here in uptown New York, or upstate New York, I should say, northern Maine is always a mystery to me. No matter how much I try to study it, there's just, I just don't, it doesn't stick. Same with Vermont. But anyways, upstate New York, we have a water town. Ooh, that was a little far west. Is there a water ford? What about Finger Finger Lakes? No, that's just a region. Okay, and then down here, this is my one of my few complaints about this is once you name a lot, it's hard to zoom in and see where you actually are. I don't know if there's even a way they could make that easier to tell. I don't think there is, but anyways, way out here we're gonna have Nantucket. And does that cover everything there? Oh, it looks like there's a tiny area there not covered, but I think we did good enough. New York is still a blank up there, but we can do Buffalo, and then we got to do Bison when you do Buffalo. Then Niagara Falls. Of course, this area of New York means we're going to be missing some for a while. It is what it is. And then, yeah, now we're just going to be fishing through here. Let's do... This looks like Maryland, Virginia area. Let's do Frederick. Wow, there's so many. Fredericksburg. Is there an S there? Fredericksburg. There we go. And then I think there's also just Fredericksburg without the extra ER. No, so the ER is pivotal there. We can do Baltimore, see if that covers anything. It does not. Down here, we're going to have Richmond, and then Virginia. I guess there's just somewhere called Virginia. Virginia. Man, there's so many coming up, it's almost hard to type. Virginia Beach and Norfolk. We're going to have a lot on the coast called Atlantic Beach. Okay, and then what else is down here? So I'm not super familiar with this area, to be honest. I've never been out on that peninsula. But we can go further into Virginia here. In West Virginia, we're going to have a Huntington. And we have a Hamilton, too. Had quite a few of them. We're going to have... We did Richmond. What about Charleston? Oh, there's another king I thought of. King Charles. In Virginia, we're going to have Roanoke. How do you spell that? Roanoke? Roanoke. There we go. O-K-E. What else is in Central Virginia? Not sure, but we're going to keep going here. I really hope I don't have you guys here for 45 minutes. But if you watch 45 minutes worth of my videos, thank you very much. Please subscribe. Back in North Carolina, let's do Durham, Winston, Salem. Let's just do Salem. Then let's do, there's a Greenville and a Greensboro. We have Ashland. Or no, it's Asheville, North Carolina. We're going to have Charlotte. I can never spell that one. I can't spell most of these, but I try. Charlotte. Is there a Douglas, North Carolina? No, maybe not. Is South Carolina already covered? It is. You guys can see every single state over here covered except one, and that is Massachusetts. We have Georgia here. We have most of the north covered. So, like, I know a lot up there because I drive back and forth to Atlanta regularly. Calhoun, Rome. There's Fort Oglethorpe. So many on the other side of Chattanooga. Over here is, we already did Athens. We can do Savannah. And then Augusta. Augusta covered a decent bit there. There should be a Newman. There's a... Is there a Carter? Down at the bottom, there's Valdosta. And right here, so there's an island here called Tybee Island, but I don't know what the town is called. No. Okay. Working our way down through Florida, we are going to pick up a lot here. Right now, we're at 18,680. I bet we can pick up 200 in Florida alone. Maybe even more, maybe 300. Let's do Orlando, Gainesville. We can do Jacksonville. We can do I'm trying to keep my way north before I work too far south. We have Ocala. That was good. That filled in a big gap there. We can do Tampa. Daytona Beach. Perfect. Sarasota, but I don't know. Yeah, not a great area. Let's keep going a little further south here. We're going to have... Oh, wait, one more up north. I think it might cover this area. Let's do Lake City. No, just a tad too far north. Okay, we have Miami and Miamisburg. I know we have one of them in Ohio. Let's do Fort Lauderdale. Hollywood. We have Key West, of course, Marathon, and Key Largo, or just Largo. And then we have a Christmas, Florida. Maybe a holiday? No. Okay. We have this big stretch of coast here. Let's do Palm Beach. We need to go a little further north than Palm Beach. I'm thinking, what about Cape Canaveral? And then there's also a Cocoa, Florida. There's Ormond by the Sea. I don't know if that'll pick up here. I was staying in a hotel room there one time, and in the middle of the night, some meth head broke in. Horrifying experience. That was a rough day, but it woke me up enough to drive another 6 hours north and get out of Florida. Okay, what else is in here? I know this. I've spent so much time in Florida. I've drove across 75 here at the bottom. That's Alligator Alley, I think. Or maybe this one down here is Alligator Alley. Okay, we can always come back here. I don't want to waste too much time in one. We can pick off a little bit in the Panhandle. We have Tallahassee, Panama City, Panama City Beach. Then there's, what's further over? There's Pensacola. Yeah, that was perfect. That picked up a lot. And then southern Alabama, there's Gulf Shores. Then might as well do Biloxi, Mississippi while we're going down along the coast and polish that off with New Orleans. Okay, we're actually doing pretty good here. In Alabama, we have almost covered. Let's do Mobile, Montgomery, and Birmingham. Then we can't be missing many here. It's something right down here. I know there's a Livingston, Alabama. No, that was further west. Alright, we might pick that up. What about, I know it's further north, but will Talladega pick up anything? It did not. What about Tuscaloosa? Also too far north where we're already super densely populated. You know what? If I get above 20,500 here, I'm going to completely scrap this video and move on to expert. And then I'll insert this little clip here. Alright, in Mississippi, we're going to have Tupelo. We did Jackson. We're going to have Hattiesburg. Ooh, that filled in a lot. We're going to have, I don't know what's in central Mississippi. I know that Mississippi is one of the few states I've been through, and there'll be a sign that says next exit 25 miles. Alright, we have Louisiana here. Let's do Lafayette, West Monroe. Ooh, we picked a few up with West. Let's do East south, and north. There we go. Now I know down here in the swamp there's Delacroix, 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 just like that, but it's not big enough or it's just not counted in the census. I have no idea. Let's do Shreveport. And then we can do Baton Rouge. Not Fouge, Rouge. What is down there on the Texas border? I know because I stood right there and took a picture right off of I-10. I would insert a picture of me standing there, but I'm waiting for 1,000 subscribers to do a face reveal. I bought all the stuff to do a face cam, I just haven't set it up yet. We have Little Rock. We also have a Red Rock somewhere, I think. That's out in Colorado, maybe. We're going to have Texarkana. We're going to have Hope, Arkansas. That's where the Clintons are from. We might be able to pick one or two up if we guess Memphis. Wrong area, I guess. I don't want to touch Texas yet. And what am I missing up here? States completed. So somehow we're missing something in Kentucky. It's looking like it's going to be in this area. So let's do Evansville. Evansville. Huh. We've had Evan, Evans, and Evan so far. Evansville. That covered Kentucky. That was right here in the Indiana on the Ohio River. I went there with my grandfather one time to pick up a safe from a gentleman. Oh, my weakness up in northern Michigan. I have studied a little bit, not enough. Of course, we got to do Detroit. We have Gaylord and Cadillac. We have Erie, Superior, Ontario, Huron, and what's the last one there? Holmes, H-O-M, Michigan. There we go. Michigan City. I know that's a thing. We have Holland, Michigan, Traverse City. I know we have like Lansing, Ann Arbor, and all that, but I don't need to keep naming in the same area. This is giving me a bit of a brain fog. We have Mackinac up here and Sault Ste. Marie. Sault Ste. Marie. Mackinac. Mackinac Island. There we go. I know it's not pronounced Mackinac, but it's how I spell it. We have Duluth. Marquette. I think it was Iron Mountain. What else do we have that far north? Where's Green Bay at? Yeah, Green Bay was pretty far north. I've been through there before. Michigan is always going to be rough for me. Since I'm from Ohio, I shouldn't even know anything about Michigan. All right. What other states are we missing over here? We have Tennessee done. We have Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio. I think it might be easier just to keep going west. Let's work on North Dakota a little bit. We're going to have Dickinson. We're going to have Fargo, which already looks covered. Minot. There's a Roosevelt out there. No, that was in Minnesota. My bad. We're going to have Eagle Plains, I think. No, is it Eagle Point? What was the Indian reservation out there I was on? It was the Lakota. Oh, and then we have Sioux City, Sioux Falls, Rapid City, Cedar City. We also have a Cedar Bluff, a Pine Bluff. I think that's in Arkansas. Oh, there's Bismarck too. Bismarck. And then somewhere up here in North Dakota, I saw one of the biggest Holstein cows. It was, I forget her name, but you had to pull off the road. It was pretty cool. Had to drive up a mountain. We got Crow. No. All right, what else do we have here? We did Rapid City. There's a Martin. Finally, Martin, South Dakota pops up. What else is here? Where's the biker rally? Sturgis. There's a Dodge City. Is that here? No, there's an Old West town up here. I know Tombstone. Whenever I think Old West, that's out in Arizona. That's kind of embarrassing. You can basically see a lot of what I know follows major interstates because I just remember places I've been. All right, should I touch Texas? You know what? Let's take a break from the mainland and let's go up here to Alaska. I would like to fill in some of Alaska. We have Adak. Where'd that go? Adak. Oh, way down there. There we go. Then we have Unalaska. We have Kodiak. Sitka. Haines. Haines is somewhere else. Is Haines in Canada? I know it's always on those gold mining shows. Juneau. Valdez. Anchorage. Fairbank and Fairbanks. And then Sitka, I did Sitka. Homer. Ketchikan. Ooh, that was a good one. That picked up 5, which in Alaska is a feat in itself. Then over here, the coastal ones, we're going to have Wales, Nome, Diomede, but I think Wales already covered that one. We're going to have Delta Junction. Delta Junction. I know there's a Chicken, there's a Talk, there's a Eagle Pass. There's a Coldfoot, a Wiseman. I know Barrow's up there. They don't accept the name here yet. There's Kotzebue or Kotzebue, but I can't spell that one. There's Dead Horse, but it doesn't take that. Doesn't take Prudhoe Bay either. So that might be it for Alaska, unfortunately. But Alaska, very high on my bucket list. I have 6 states left to visit, and Alaska's one of them. We have Princeville. Perfect, got the whole island. We have Hilo, Honolulu, and Hana. And I've been meaning to learn more about Hawaii, but I'm not a beach guy. I don't like hot weather. I'll probably be the only person to visit Hawaii not for the beaches or the nature. I just visit it for some historical something or other. That big gap in Florida is bothering me, but I think I got some there. I think we can do, that's Lake Okeechobee, so let's do that. Okeechobee. Ooh, come on now. Okeechobee. Yep, that was a silly idea. We are 23 minutes into this recording, 23 minutes straight of me talking, and you are still sitting here listening. Yeah, I appreciate that. Even my mother wouldn't sit and listen to me talk for that long. We have SeaTac, Olympia. Did we do Salem and Portland? We didn't do Portland. There we go. We're going to have Yakima. Thank you, iCarly. Spokane. I got a buddy who goes to college out in Spokane, I think. We have Bellingham. Ooh, there's a Forks, Washington from Twilight. And is there a La Paz too? Is that the reservation they were on? La Paz? That was somewhere. Through Oregon, we're going to have Eugene. We have John Day. Yeah, this West Coast I just don't know a lot about. It's where I haven't been. We have Boise. And then Idaho Falls. We have Core, Ceur, Deline. Core, Deline. Yeah, I don't know how to spell that one. That's fine. I don't need that one. I had a brief legal battle with a man from Coeur d'Alene. Helena, or Helena, Missoula, Billings. What else? Bozeman. There's a Havre or a Harve. Havre. There we go. I assume that's named after the place on France. There should be an Albion. Albion. No. Albonia? I don't know. We'll skip that one. Wyoming. Yet again, limited knowledge. Laramie. Casper. Cheyenne. Is there a Douglas? Did I do Douglas already? Colorado, so we have Golden, Aspen, Vale, Aurora, Colorado Springs. There was a no name. What else is here? I drove east and west and north and south, and it looks like I covered the highways, and that was about it. Fort Collins, but we already have that area covered. What about just Collins? Is there anywhere in the U.S. named after a Collins? We might as well go Fort Collins, too. Alright, I think it's time to tackle Texas. We should get quite a few border towns here. We're going to do Brownsville, Laredo, El Paso, Juarez, but I think that's in Mexico. We can do Waco, Killeen, McAllen. We can do Lubbock. There's also Lubec, Maine. We have Amarillo, Decatur. There's Flower Mound, but I'm 99% sure that's covered. Yep. We have San Antonio. Ooh, that's another one that should help me pick up a lot in California that I forgot about. Let's do Santa Ana, Santa Clarita, Santa Barbara, Santa Domingo, Santa Cruz, Santa. What else is Santa? Santa Fe, Santa. Let's just do San Diego, San Jose, San Juan, San Bernardino. We have St. Louis. Okay, I just had to get to Sants and Sains and all that. That's how I remember. I get on these memory tangents. Did we do Waco? I think we did. We did Dallas, Houston. What about Corpus Christi? Okay. In New Mexico, we can do Gallup. We can do Loving. Roswell. What else is there? There's Albuquerque, of course. What else? So it turns out 30 minutes is where I start to hit the commentary wall. It's okay. Ask my buddy Seth. I can talk for 8 hours straight if we're on a road trip. I talked from the second we left Columbus until we got to Atlanta, Georgia. We can do Yuma, Tucson, Mesa, Flagstaff, Phoenix, Apache Junction, Prescott. Is North Rim? No. And in Navajo Nation, all I know is Tuba City, but it never shows up. We're at 2298, so I think I'm going to have to eat my words and go back and do it one harder. which would kill me after doing all this. You know what? I hate to do it, but I'll go back on my word. I don't hate to do it. I'm lazy. I'll go back on my word, post this one, and then that'll give me another video to do after some more studying because there's some big gaps here. I filled in a lot, especially from my first try making these, but I still have a long way to go. Let's do Salinas in Utah. We can do Green Rivers. We can do Hurricane, Salt Lake City, Provo. Yeah, that's what I got there. Okay, let's do Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas, and I think that all covered the exact same area. Is there a Hoover? Not there. There's Barstow in California, but I don't want to touch California yet because, well, I hate guessing California. We have Ely, Elko, Winnemucca from the Johnny Cash song. Winnemucca. Come on, how do you spell that? Winnemucca. Oh, I know that's a place. Winnemucca. Nope, you guys are about to see me Google that place because I know it's a place. Winnemucca. How do you spell it? Winnemucca. Winnemucca. Okay, hold on here. I don't like to do that, but that one was bothering me. Winnemucca. There we go. I knew that one. We're also going to have Carson City, Reno. I know there's an Alston there too, and there's a Dayton, but they are both so small. They're right here along Nevada 50 or US 50, which has been called the loneliest road in America. Is it California time? Can we get, what is it, 170 out of California? We only have 13 minutes left. I didn't think it would take me 45 minutes, but here we are. Let's do Fresno, Oakland, Oxnard. We have, did I do Flagler Beach? Flagler Beach. Flagler. I didn't pick anything up regardless. There's Susanville. We're going to have Reading. Is Big Sur big enough? No, I don't even know if that's a place. I think Kerouac wrote about Big Sur. Okay, what else is out here? We're going to have Oxnard. We did Oxnard. What about San Luis? San Luis Obispo. There we go. That was a good one. Malibu. Los Angeles, of course. Not that that covered anything new. There should be an orange out that way. What about just other colors? Yellow, blue, red, pink. So we got something for pink. And you know what? After all my trash talking, I might not hit 2,500. Huh. Okay. We're not giving up yet. We still have 12 minutes. I can squeeze out a couple more here. Bear with me, bear with me. Right there, that's Angle Inlet. What else do we have? We have, well, the East is covered. We have 18 states completed. I feel like it should be a lot more, but I'm sure there's just little bits we're missing. I didn't really attack Nebraska or Oklahoma. Do we have Oklahoma done? No, Oklahoma's not done. And I think it's going to be all in the Panhandle, though. But we can do, like, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, which we knew wasn't going to give us much. Broken Arrow, Broken Bow. We got 13 there. That's nice. We are 91 away from the goal. What is through here? We did Roswell. That's down here. This big area in Texas is driving me crazy because I know there's stuff there. Apparently not a lot, but I know there's stuff there. I should know everything where there's a outer belt. I should know it. We're missing one between 250K and 500,000 people. Oh no. Is it in California? That's big enough that I should 100% know it. Will St. Paul or Minneapolis give us anything? I don't think it will. What about Madison, Wisconsin? We already got that when we guessed presidents. Let's do Toronto. There's a Mexico somewhere out west. I was just listening to On the Road on audiobook by Kerouac, and he mentioned so many towns that he drove through. There's Selma. That's a good one. He was out west in Selma. That gave us 3. What other places? I'm still stuck on the east because it's what I know. What's in here? Will Trenton help at all? Trenton, no. Arlington, that might get us some. Arlington, 16, that was probably Texas. Worthington. Okay, that didn't pick us up many. We're at 20480. 2480. Florida's still bothering me here in the center. What was there? I'm trying to think. Is Lehigh? Lehigh? Was it Lehigh Acres? I feel like that's like a neighborhood division. You know how when you scroll in far enough on maps, it shows neighborhood names? Texas is bothering me here. I'm just drawing a blank there for some reason. Yeah, you guys can see the lines of the interstates that I've drove. California, we should be able to pick up some more in here. We did Oakland, we did Fresno. What about, is there any Santiago's out there? No. San Sebastian, that's somewhere. San Sebastian. I think it's in Spain. Okay. We did San Diego. We did. There's no. Ooh, what about not Mexicali, but Calexico? That picked us up 4. I need to work on my border towns. North and south, I suppose. Yeah, there has to be so many little ones down here. What about like what's that biggest ranch in the country called? Oh, I don't remember their name, but I'm sure there's a town named after them. And we are 14 away. I got 7 minutes to think of 14. Let me go back to Alaska. Okay, what is up here that I can type in? Is Manly Hot Springs? No. Okay. And Point Roberts, Washington won't give me anything. What about Vancouver, Washington? I think that area is pretty well filled in, but Vancouver, no. What about Kingston? Kingsport. I'm trying to think of areas I know out east that might fill in something out west. Oh, this lake down here in Florida is killing me. It's Okeechobee, but what's... And what is right here? I did Palm Beach and West Palm Beach. I wonder if I'm supposed to be able to see this when I zoom in. It feels like cheating a little bit, so let me zoom in further. Port St. Lucie. Let me do that one. Port St. Lucie. And we filled it in for a whopping 4 cities. Okay, I don't like that because it felt like cheating. So I'm not going to do that anymore. And if anyone is seriously bothered by it, feel free to take the 4 cities off. Okay, what else can we do though? Montana here. I could have swore there was like an Albion over here. North Dakota. Let's just name some other Indian tribes. I did Comanche, or I haven't done, I did Apache. Comanche, Choctaw. We have Iroquois, Seneca, Seneca. Now, what about Seminole? I think there should be a Seminole, Florida. Iroquois, Seminole. There's the Blackfoots. What about white? We did black, so there might be a white, brown, gray. I know there's some Graysons. Grayson. That's in Kentucky. I'm sure there's other ones across the country. We have 4 minutes left. We're at 25-26. I'm actually glad I didn't skip all the way up to advanced or expert because I needed the help in the meantime. I needed time to study. Looks like my biggest areas are going to be Montana, the West Coast, Texas. But I mean, we're missing less than 1,000 cities. Alaska and Hawaii. Where's Hawaii? It would be kind of cool if this counted, like Guam, American Samoa, the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and I suppose the Northern Mariana Islands while we're at it. I don't know what else I can type for these last 3 minutes. But I'm not going to make you guys sit here. If anyone has made it this far in the quiz, thank you so much. I don't even know what to say, man. Thanks for watching. Del Rio, San Angelo, I knew that. Clovis, Odessa, should have got Odessa. Midland, should have got Midland. I just got to brush up on Texas. I've never been in this area of Texas. I've literally only been in the areas I've covered. And I know that's a bad excuse because I should be able to study, but it's just how I think. Gillette. I've been through there. I should have got that one. Alamogordo? Not certain about that one. Farmington. Fair enough. We have... What's in North Dakota up here? Williston. Interesting. Great Falls. Do we have any big ones in Alaska? No. What about Hawaii? No. Okay, so it's just Oregon and California then. Bend. I 100% knew Bend. And Redmond? Should have got Bend, which would have covered Redmond. California. Ridgecrest. Bakersfield. See, there's so many I knew here. I definitely think that after 20 minutes or so, I started to get brain fatigue. Lake Havasu, I should have got that. Maybe I'm recording this too late at night when I'm tired, because I definitely knew 5 or 6 of these. Cathedral City. Palm Desert, La Quinta. That's a hotel brand. Indio. Coachella? How'd I miss that one? Yeah, I am nowhere near going to Coachella. Anyways, I'm not going to edit this down. I'm not cutting anything out. Usually I cut out if I cough or something, but I don't feel like rewatching all this to do that. So if you made it this far, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, all that, and comment. Tell me what to do next. Thanks for watching.